Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto Had Ishiki's Karma Seal Part 2. So, let's get started. Naruto awoke, feeling Yariko snuggling up to him. Ah, so you have awakened, my husband. Today I shall train you. You should send a blood clone to that village, Yariko says as Naruto nodded. Naruto made the hand signs and sent it there. For the next few years, Naruto trained with Yariko, learning all about his dojutsu and his otsutsuki body to its full capabilities. Something strange happened when Naruto was meditating. He sensed another chakra similar to the otsutsuki. He pulled on it and he somehow gained the 6 black orbs around him, known as the truth-seeking orbs. He also gained a purple chakra cloak. His chakra rods were amplified along with his speed, strength and durability. His sensory abilities were off the charts. He could sense all the way across the universe, where he felt one super large chakra nearly 50% stronger than him. He had also become 25% stronger. After researching, both Yariko and Naruto theorized that Naruto was the natural reincarnation of Hagoromo's son Ashura and had gained his chakra and abilities. This had pushed Naruto far. For being an baby otsutsuki, as Yariko called him, he was really strong. He was on the level of Momoshiki and even Yariko herself. As Yariko was also young, she was about Naruto's age in Otsutsuki's years. So Naruto-kun, are you ready for a spar? Before you go back to the Leaf Village and show them their places? Yariko says. Oh yeah, I am, Yariko. I'm gonna beat my siblings and then I'm going to officially leave after I wreak havoc on that village, Naruto says as Yariko smirked. And then when you get back, we can make out, my prince, Yariko says. I can't wait till you get back, she's added on. Me too, my princess, but let's get started, Naruto says, putting on his battle-ready face. As you wish, my love, she says as Naruto rushes at Yariko with a kick, but she blocks and punches Naruto, who also blocks. Nice reflexes, princess, Naruto says. You too, Naru, she says as Yariko gets back and she aims a hand at Naruto. And elements start to charge at Naruto, the fire, water, wind, earth, basically the whole 5 basic elements charge at Naruto. You should know, my princess, that will work against me. I have an advantage that you don't, Naruto says as he puts out his hand, absorbing the jutsus. And then Yariko says, oh, I don't, as her Rinnegan flares up, her Rinne-Sharingan. Naruto is then sent flying back as Yariko uses the Shinra Tensei. Whoa, sexy and deadly, Naruto said as Yariko smirks, only to go flying back. I see you're not as weak as you look, as you once were, my dear Naruto-kun, she says as Naruto smirks, seeing Naruto behind her. His speed was immeasurable. They both smirk as the two clash with punches sending shockwaves across the battlefield. A high-level barrier seal was blocking the other nations from finding out. Elemental style, great elemental drill, Yariko says, aiming her hand at Naruto as a giant elemental drill made out of the 5 basic element form. Elemental style, 5 elemental dragon roar, Naruto says as the drill and the dragon energy beams clash at each other, exploding, leaving both Yariko and Naruto injured. I believe that's enough for the day, my king and queen, Delta said. That is right, Naruto-sama. You must leave immediately, Koji, a clone of Jiraiya, said. Naruto smirked. He couldn't wait for Jiraiya to fight his perfected version of him. He would enjoy the despair on Jiraiya's face when he uses his clone to extract the Bijus from his siblings. It would be like Jiraiya himself killed the siblings. Jiraiya would despair, especially after how attached he's gotten to them. I guess you're right, Naruto says as he teleported to the village where his clone was. The clone dispelled, giving Naruto memories. Naruto got mad. How dare these Mongols treat his clone like that? Monthly fox hunts, the constant being looked down upon, the constant family beating him, using him as training practice, hating on him, calling him a weak disgrace. But that wasn't what horrified Naruto most. The thing that horrified Naruto the most was that he and Otsutsuki was being looked down upon by these lesser life forms that had the audacity to label him as the dead last and the demonic failure of the Namakazes. Him, Naruto Otsutsuki, how dare they? Well, today he will show these lesser life forms their place. Naruto put on his Otsutsuki robes. He wouldn't be caught dead in that ugly blue and orange jumpsuit. Menma, Mito, Sasuke, Hinata, Sakura, Minato, Kushina, Dryer, Snarly, and the rest of this village. I hope you're all ready, cause today the true me has returned and I'm out for blood, Naruto says. Naruto walks to the academy, people glaring at him. Look, it's the demon. He's wearing robes. What? Ruined that ugly jumpsuit? Can't afford anything else? They had to come in sleepwear? Do you really think we feel sorry for you? No, this makes us feel happy that we hurt you. You're as the stain in Lord Memma and Mito's way, the villagers said as one of them started to throw stuff at Naruto, to which Naruto easily dodged. Demon, how dare you dodge? Have you forgotten about your punishment? Says the villager. Yeah, after you were suspected of murdering those missing people along with Councilman Harano and Councilwoman Harano, you were ordered by Lord Fourth to stand still and take your beatings. Now take it like a demon you are, shouted Rose Harano, Sakura's aunt. Naruto's eyes twitched. He got mad. He held in his anger today. Today he will show them their places. He should avenge his blood cone. He should avenge every little blood of his that was spilled, every single injustice that has happened to him. Naruto cast the jutsu. It was the one gathered from Karo's spies. It was one from this Sanin called Orochimaru, the traitorous Sanin of the Leaf Village, the temple of the Nirvana technique. Suddenly, all of the villagers in the area started to fall asleep. Naruto then walked through the doors, acting like nothing had happened. Naruto arrived at the academy. It was the finals. More like the final day I live in this pathetic village. Then it's time for me and Yariko to complete the mission. Soon, we shall destroy everything, Naruto says as he took a seat. Everybody glared at him. Look, the Baka Demon Failures here, Sakura yelled, making everybody laugh. You demonic filth. How dare you come over here, even after I warned you yesterday, you failure. Are you trying to make us look bad? The Namakazes look like failures, Memma yells with rage. Memma-kun's right, get lost you dirty demon, Hinata yells. Disgusting demonic failure, just die, Mito says. Lady Mito's right, yelled her fanboys, the loudest being Kiba. He was just mesmerized by her voice. Demonic dope, how dare you sully the presence of me and Uchiha Elite. You should be punished, Sasuke says. Yeah, Sasuke-kun's right, yells the fangirls, but the loudest being Harano, Sakura. Naruto ignored them, making them get madder. Sakura was about to march in front of Naruto, but then a flash caught everybody's eyes. Minato with the clan heads and council members came. Hello everybody, today is the day you have been waiting for. You worked so hard to get to. Today is the Genin exams, to see who amongst you are worthy to fight for our village and be ninjas of the leaf and fight for the will of fire, says Minato, as everybody started to cheer, apart from Naruto. More like the will of dumbasses, Naruto thought. So now, I will let your sensei Iruka take over and explain what you will be doing, Minato says as Iruka stepped up. Thank you, Lord Okage. Now, my students, I shall explain the test. First is the kunai throwing test, which you will be throwing kunais at a target. The next one is transformation, where you will transform into one person that you know. Of course, we have a few recommendations that you would have to turn into. The third one is cloning, where you will be tested if you can clone, said Iruka, as everybody stepped up. It was the first test. They started doing the kunai throwing, with Menma, Mito and Sasuke getting 8 out of 10, Sakura and Ino getting about 6 out of 10, which was just a passing grade, and the others, well, they just got in between Menma and Sakura's grades. Naruto then stepped up. Look, it's the demon failure, he's gonna fail. How dare he sullies the ground that Lord Menma and Mito walks on, says the students as Menma, Mito, Sasuke just smile. Naruto stops at the front of the target practice where he was meant to stand as Krishna got mad. Naruto, stop making a scene, yells Krishna, making the kids laugh. It was their fault that he got in trouble. They were proud of themselves. Their mum and dad will be proud of them as well. Naruto, I'm disappointed in you. Just because you aren't the child of prophecy doesn't mean you should make a scene, Minato says. Stop hogging all the attention, you're not important, Jiraiya says. Idiot, Tsunade says. Naruto ignored his anger that was still rising as he grabbed the kunai and threw it, hitting all the targets without trying. Naruto, 10 out of 10, Iruka says, shocking everyone. The Baka cheated, Sakura yelled before Naruto threw a kunai, piercing her shoulder, make her scream. Ah, what'd you do, you demon? Why'd you hurt me? Said Sakura. What now, you insolent bug? You still think I'm cheating? I hit you from that far away. Do you need more proof? Naruto said, grabbing more kunais aiming at her. Naruto Uzumaki, how dare you attack a fellow kunoichi? She didn't think that you hit the targets because you were the dead last. Surely you can understand. Your record is bad, yells Krishna. Shut the hell up, Paul. Don't think I don't know about your lies, Naruto says, making them flinch. Naruto, how dare you call your mother that? Yells Tsunade, punching Naruto with full force, only for Naruto to catch it. You're weak. I can't believe people consider you strong, Naruto says, before tapping her, sending her flying into the wall. Tsunade-chan, Lady Tsunade, yelled the two people, Krishna and Jiraiya. The demon's getting stronger. Too strong. We need to end him, says Rose Arano, before Naruto appeared behind her, stabbing her in the heart with the kunai, killing her. Auntie no, yelled a crying Sakura, making Naruto laugh. As the ambush starts to surround him. Demon, how dare you attack Councilwoman Hirano, says the root ambush member, before their heads all go flying off. Naruto, what the hell are you doing? Stop throwing a tantrum, yells Minato. What, you thought I would remain your scapegoat forever, you dumbass? You stupid namikaze? The bitches broke your law, so I killed them, Naruto says with glee as Minato stuttered when he couldn't do anything. I think we should continue, Jiraiya said, not wanting everybody to know the truth. He really is a demon. We need to kill him, says the people present. Menma, Mito and Sasuke were shaking. They had been training, but they had never seen killing in first hand. That strength, it should belong to an Uchiha elite like me, Sasuke muttered. How dare that demon, he showed me up. I'm the child of prophecy. Yeah, I'm not scared. I should be able to kill the Ambu if the demon disgrace did it, said Menma. I'm the child of prophecy. How dare he shows me up, Mito says. Everybody got pissed that Naruto was making the heroes and the precious Uchiha feel like shit. Next up, transformation jutsu, Iruka says. Everybody turned into Kaguyas while Naruto came up. Originally he would turn into yariko or isshiki, but since they weren't known, they wouldn't be enough for a passing grade. So Naruto wanted to humiliate Krishna, Mito and Tsunade. Sexy jutsu bitch version, Naruto yelled as clones appeared of Mito, Krishna and Tsunade naked, making blood spill out everywhere. Naruto, Gaki, demon, how dare you? The three yelled as they went to attack Naruto, who casually just dodged them and walked away until they fell from exhaustion. So slow and weak. So this is Leaf's best. Should probably get better shinobi, Minato bastard. Naruto says, making Minato get mad. This bastard has violated his wife, his daughter, and someone who he considered a grandma. How dare you do that to your sister, mother and godmother, yells Minato. It's what these liars deserve, Naruto says, making flinch as Jiraiya held his shoulder. He knows, Minato whispered. I know, we have to deal with him later, says Jiraiya as Minato nodded. The next stop was the clones. Everybody did clones, as Naruto made clones without hand signs. How did a demon do that without hand signs? He's getting too strong, yelled the council member, before the clone appeared behind the council member, plunging a knife into his heart, killing him. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, you won't kill anybody, yells Minato. Naruto snorts. That is it. We've had enough of the disrespect. Iruka Sensei, the first match is Menma, Mito and Sasuke vs Naruto. He thinks he's strong. Let's see how strong he is. Fight against someone who's actually been trained and his better siblings and Uchiha, yells Minato as everybody cheered. It's time for you to pay, demon. You pay for what you did to Sakura and Auntie Rose and the Ambu and the council members, says Mito, making everybody cheer. I'm so scared, Naruto says sarcastically. What? How dare you mock me, the child of prophecy, Mito says. Who says you're a child of prophecy? Some drunk ass toad? Some fat ass toad? And how would that bitch know shit from? I mean, he's just praying ever since that bastard Jiraiya got the contract. He's been spilling shit. None of his prophecies ever come true, Naruto says. How dare you disrespect the elder toad, yells Menma, Mito, Jiraiya and Tsunade. How dare you disrespect my summons and pervy sage. I'll kill you, says Menma. Ha 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 ha. A weak bug like you kill me. Don't make me laugh, Menma. I've been hiding my true self since now. At least I didn't have your mother and dad rigged a test for me so I could pass and become rookie of the year every single time. I mean, did you really think a stupid dumbass like you, who doesn't even know how to count to 5 would pass the written test, Minato says as Menma got mad. He wasn't intelligent, but he was a prophesized one. Minato got mad at being exposed. Well, beating the Kyuubi would show everybody who the Uchiha elite is. It will help me get the experience to kill him and get Mito's attention, and then I'll restore the Uchiha clan with her, Sasuke says as Mito scowled. She didn't like Sasuke, but right now she wanted to put the demonic filth in his place, and Sasuke will be a good servant for her to achieve that. Iruka, start the match already so we can see the demon fall, Mito said as everybody cheered. Beat the demon or kill the demon. Start, Iruka said after Minato glanced at him, giving him approval. Menma and Mito rushed at Naruto, who dodged each of their blows. Sasuke comes at Naruto with Chidori, which he learnt from Kakashi. Hey demon, your parents didn't have the time to train you, but guess what, they had the time to train me. How does it feel that your parents don't care for you? You will always be a disgrace, Sasuke says, making Naruto get mad as everybody laughed. They're not my parents, Naruto says as Sasuke gets nearer and nearer, causing both parents to flinch. But you calling me a disgrace is funny, when you couldn't even save your clan from being wiped out by one guy, your older weak brother, Naruto says as he caught the Chidori, shocking everybody as he started to absorb all of the lightning chakra from him. Sasuke was mad when he saw that his Chidori was formed into nothing. How did you do that, you demon? Sasuke yells, but was punched in the face, his skull breaking. Naruto then appears in front of Sasuke with a kunai. You seem so proud of those eyes and that tool of reproducing that you have. Let's see what you'll be without it, Naruto says, slashing off the pole and jabbing his eyes. Sasuke let out 3 roars of pain, each when eyes and the pole was cut off or stabbed. Naruto laughed, leaving everybody horrified. He killed the Uchiha clan. No, Lord Uchiha, the Uchihas are dead. Demon, monster. Lord Uchiha has been destroyed by the demon, was yelled by everybody. But one person had been destroyed from the inside. Sasuke-kun, yells Sakura, passing out from the nightmare she had seen. So she could be heard mumbling, not my Sasuke-kun, it's a nightmare, over and over. Naruto, how dare you? You might have problems with Sasuke, but you shouldn't have gone that far. That was just trash talk, and now you destroyed the Uchiha clan. You shouldn't have taken it to heart. This is what happens in battle, Minato yelled. You think I care? You could fuck with Minato. You're not my father. You never raised me, Naruto said. Menma and Mito got mad. How dare you, Naruto? Just because mom and dad didn't pay attention to you, since we're the child of prophecies and saviors of the world, and you're just a disgrace. Yeah, doesn't mean that you could get rude to our father for caring about the world and not being selfish, Mito yells, as Mito made a Rasengan. Stop being a spoiled dick, Menma yelled, before teleporting in front of Naruto. Naruto kicked Menma into Mito's Rasengan. His arms was ripped to shreds. Menma yells Mito, Krishna, Minato, Tsunade, Dry, and everybody apart from Naruto. Ha 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 ha. Is that all? Says Naruto as Mito rushes at Naruto, six tails emerging from her rage. She starts to claw Naruto, who just stops her claws with a single finger and absorbs the chakra. Mito screams as she felt the chakra be absorbed from her. She then fell to the ground as Naruto then lifted her up by the neck and kicked her out of the ring. She only had 3 tails left. Naruto, what are you doing? Give back the chakra right now, yelled Krishna. Shut the hell up, you demonic whore. It's a fight. I'm using any means to win, you dumb bitch. How dare you blame me for being the Nine Tails when you're the one who released it on the village. After all, you were its Jinchuriki, just like Mito Uzumaki was before. Unlike Mito Uzumaki, you failed to contain it when giving birth. Also Tsunade, that makes you a demon child as well, Naruto says, looking at Krishna Tsunade with deep hatred, making both of them flinch as Krishna starts to cry. Lady Krishna is a demon, says a villager. Kill the demonic family. They aren't heroes, they're demons. Minato's a demon lover. No wonder he protected Naruto, the demon, and his family. The Namikaze family were being insulted as Naruto was laughing. The villagers were insulting him. How dare you, trash? How dare you expose us? Menma yells, losing himself to rage, not having any idea that he just confirmed what Naruto said. You had one purpose in life, and that was to be abused and be a scapegoat. Naruto, you have outlived your usefulness, and now you will be destroyed, Menma says, as 6 tails formed. He rushes at Naruto, launching a Bijudama. Naruto puts out his hand, absorbing the Bijidama, and it blocks an attack from Menma. Menma tries to hit the Rasengan into Naruto with his free hand, but Naruto uses his free hand to grab Menma's Rasengan, absorbing the chakra from it. Naruto punches Menma, sending him flying into the Kage monument, breaking off Minato's nose as Minato was mad. Everyone was in fear of Naruto's power and Menma being so demonic. Menma lets out a huge roar as the seventh tail forms. Menma rushes at Naruto with rage building up inside of him, but Naruto blocks his punch. Is that all? I thought you were the child of prophecy. I guess you were the child of prophecy of losers, Naruto says, pissing off Menma. Suddenly the seal on Menma's body's ink starts to fall as eight tails sprout. Ha 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 ha. It seems that you have made my host quite angry, and now my freedom is inevitable. I must thank you, Naruto, and I'll thank you by killing you and everybody here, says Kurama. You speak big, Kyuubi. You might be a Biju, but I am Otsutsuki, says Naruto, as that pissed off Kurama. How dare you mock my father, the sage of 6 paths, by calling yourself Otsutsuki? That was his surname, Kurama says. Mock? Me? No, it was he who mocks the Otsutsukis, being a half-breed and calling himself that. It was he who gave these bugs the gift of chakra, our clan's secret treasure, and he just gave it to these humans for free when they don't deserve it, and for that he and all of his creations will pay, Naruto says as he unleashed his power, making everybody fall to their knees. This wasn't even a percentage, this was just 0.5% of his power. Kurama stood there, shocked, as Naruto's Bakugan eyes shifted from the Bakugan to the yellow eyes of Ishiki or Otsutsuki. He only had memories of this when he was a baby 10 toes. This was Ishiki Otsutsuki's eyes, the partner of Kaguya Otsutsuki. Kurama remembered this from when he was the 10 toes. Suddenly, Kurama's tails were pierced onto the ground as chakra rods threw themselves into his tail, making him unable to move. Ah, let me go, Kurama yells as Naruto walked up to the 9 tails, who stared at him in fear as he screamed at Naruto to get away from him. Naruto then put his hand on Kurama, absorbing 8 tails worth of chakra before Kurama deformed, leaving Menma with only a single tail worth of chakra. The village watched in horror and shock as Menma reverted back from his cubified state to his normal state. Menma looked at Naruto with fear in his eyes, panting as Naruto kicked him out of the ring, securing his victory. Naruto then turned to look at the villagers with an evil smirk on his face. All of them had fear in their eyes, seeing the demon best their heroes, who was using the demon's own chakra against him. Even 8 toes weren't enough. Ha 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 ha. A little display of my power, and you are all shocked and scared. Well, it is the place of mongols and worms like you to fear gods like me. Well, let me show you a percentage of the true strength I possess, Naruto says as a white aura surrounds him. White light engulfs the village as tremors were felt through the village. Earthquakes happened everywhere. Minato was shocked. His legs, no, his entire body was shaking in fear. His legs gave out. This happened to all of the villagers. What is this power? Minato says as Menma and Mito were scared. The 9 tails was scared at feeling this power. All it was yelling in the stomachs was Otsutsuki, Otsutsuki, get away. Naruto flew above the village as light shined off of him. He looked like a god, ready to deliver vengeance and judgment. Behind Naruto formed truth-seeking wolves, as Kurama had begun to fear and get scared even more as he was shouting, get away Menma, get away Mito. These were the ones he unlocked from training with Yariko when he accessed Ashura Otsutsuki's chakra. Naruto looked down on the village as if they were insects. Everyone was scared, even the civilians. Babies who couldn't even feel or sense chakra could feel Naruto's power. The shinobis were trembling in fear. Dry was trembling in fear the most. Most of the hatred was directed to him because he was the one that made the scapegoat plan. He was the one that ruined Naruto's life. Everybody was scared and they wanted to run. They wanted to get away from the so-called demon, but they couldn't. Their bodies refused to move. Their bodies refused to go against a clearly superior being. They wanted to call him demon, they wanted to yell, they wanted to do something, but they couldn't, they just couldn't. This village's history, Naruto says, enjoying the fear on the village just faces. Naruto still wanted to play with these bugs, so he wouldn't destroy them, but that wasn't going to stop him from making them fear him by saying a little bit of lies. Of course he would destroy half of the village or something like that, because he wanted them to know the true fear, and that he wasn't just a coward who would die. Minato then flashed in front of Naruto, regaining his courage. Naruto, you need to stop this. We're a family, Minato yells, snapping the rest of the Namakazes into sense, as well as Jiraiya and Tsunade. So the Hokage is here to protect this village? Well, too bad, you don't stand a chance against me. I'm not the cloud or the rock. I'm not the Kyuubi. I'm Otsutsuki. I'm God. You cannot beat me, Naruto says. No, Naruto, we can stop this. We can be family, Minato yells, as Naruto bursts into laughter. Oh, so now you want me to be family. Now you want to beg for your pitiful lives. You would think I would forgive this village after all of the torture and hatred I endured for no reason at all. You think I'll let this family get away with scapegoating me? Naruto says as Minato's fear starts to build up. Menma, Mito, Krishna, Jiraiya, Tsunade, Gai, Kakashi, Kurenai, Asuma all arrive, ready to fight beside the Hokage, ready to defend the village and to stop Naruto. You think you can stop me, even after I took out the Kyuubi with not even a percentage of my power? Well then, I guess a demonstration is in order, Naruto says as he aims his hand at the Hokage monument. As he had his finger pointing out at it, a giant black ball of chakra is formed. Boom! It launches itself towards the Hokage monument, destroying all of it. The village just stared in horror, as the result of that was a massive explosion and lots of village. The streets were filled with blood from civilians who couldn't get away, as well as shinobis. Naruto, you have to stop this. We had to sacrifice you. You can't blame us. It was you against the world. We were wrong to blame the Nine Tails on you, but Mito held it, and they were the childhood prophecies. You have to understand, we have to keep them happy or else they might destroy the world, yelled the fearful Krishna. Naruto appeared in front of Jiraiya, gripping him, ignoring Krishna as he formed a giant ball of chakra and aimed it at the village. Tell me, you clanless, abandoned piece of shit. Were you jealous that I had a family? Is that why you wanted to remove me, since you wanted someone else to feel the pain of not having a family? Naruto asked. Naruto, I'm sorry, Jiraiya said, with fear, but Naruto didn't care. Jiraiya, just being near Naruto, was scared. He sent his body into protector mode, into flee mode. Summon the damn Elder Toad here now, Naruto yelled at Jiraiya. No, Naruto, I can't. Take your anger out of me, Jiraiya said. Naruto fired another ball of chakra. This was a small one. He fired it at the clan district, killing 50% of clansmen, as they were there defending their homes, in case the demon tried to come after them, or tried to take something from the clans. I said summon him here now, or else more will die, Naruto says. Summon the frog here. Give the boy what he wants, or else he will destroy us. You're a Konoha shinobi. You have to sacrifice whatever it takes to save us, even if it's a damn animal, yelled the civilians. Jiraiya, seeing no way his reputation will survive if he doesn't go and help by summoning the toad, decides to agree. Fine, I'll summon him here, Jiraiya says, as he did a special summoning that forced the Elder Toad into the village. Jiraiya, why have you summoned me? The Elder Toad says, but was pierced by a chakra rod, disrupting his chakra, making him unable to wield chakra so he could no longer leave. So you're a fat ugly fuck that ruined my life by sprouting your bullshit, Naruto yelled. I did not ruin anybody's life. My goal was to save everybody. If one person's life ruined meant thousands or millions more could have happy lives, I took the chance. You were a sacrifice, young Naruto. Your goal was determined from birth. I led you to your path, he said, as Naruto got mad when the toad said this. The truth-seeking orbs formed around Naruto once again as a giant sword appeared from the truth-seeking orbs. The toad was shocked. He never saw this since Hagoromo. No, please don't kill me. You're the child of prophecy, says the toad, but was cut apart as his body turned into dust. It seems you're dead now, you abomination, Naruto says as Minato, Jiraiya, and one of the Konoha summoners let out a roar of pain as they felt the summoning contracts leaving them, as the village had just betrayed the summoning clans. Naruto, how could you kill him? Minato yells as he stared at Jiraiya, who had a sad look in his eyes. His family, who were the toads, were destroyed. Naruto killed him. Jiraiya ruined my life, so I ruined his. An eye for an eye, Naruto says, laughing. Naruto, please stop this. This is your home, Krishna says, begging like a horse she was. My home? Which kind of home would attack one of its people? Naruto says. Naruto, don't. The village is family. Minato says, insects like you aren't my family. I will now make you suffer. Naruto says, as a giant ball of chocolate formed. Naruto then fires at the village, destroying half the village, killing 70% of the people, destroying the whole root base, making Danzo yell out in rage, not my root base, as Naruto starts to laugh. Ha 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 ha. This is just a preview, a prelude to what's to come. When I return, I will destroy you, so get stronger so you can fight me. Knowing you, that will never happen. So live in fear, knowing that this is the monster you have created of your own doing, Naruto says. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.